Today's Mr. Hill Math Minute is brought to you by the prime number 2. The prime number 2, the only even number that's prime. Also brought to you by, does McDonald's serve cheeseburgers? Your 5 steps to long division success. Howdy folks, my name's PEMDAS Pete and I'm going to be filling in for Mr. Hill while he is navigating through some cerebral difficulty. And while we're going to miss his flowery shirt wearing, Fruit Loop eating, city slicking kind of way, I guarantee we're still going to be here to help you, help your students in mathematics. So let's get started, shall we? So what in tarnations is PEMDAS? What operations you talking about? Well, let's take a look at those. I got a P. That stands for parentheses. So if I find something inside parentheses, that's what I'm going to do first. And then I got an E, and that stands for exponents. And while we might not be finding many of them exponents right around this parts at this time of our academic career, we'll find them soon enough. After that E, we got some M and some D, and that's the multiplication or division. That's what we do next. Now, those two guys are equal. And after all that's said and done, we take one more look at this problem, and we find if we can see any of that addition or subtraction. Once again, those two guys are equal too, so whichever one comes first, reading from left to right, that's what we're going to do. So that's the PEMDAS, and let's apply that to a problem. See what we can figure out. We found this problem here, and we're going to take our PEMDAS and we're going to work through this problem and apply those rules. I have parentheses, and there's a 3 plus 5 existing within those parentheses, and then I have this minus sign here. After that, I got some more of these parentheses, and inside those it's a 2 times 2. So we're going to take our PEMDAS, our rules of operation. We're going to fix this problem up. Start with my parentheses. We're going to identify. I got 2 sets. We got to do everything in those parentheses before we move on to anything else. And we're gonna take a look at our left side here, and we're gonna work right across, right to the right side of this problem. And so I got 3 plus 5, and if I put those two things together, it's gonna give me an 8. Now my daddy always taught me. He said, when you're done with something, PEMDAS, you mark it out. Mark that out, PEMDAS, so I don't confuse you later on. My daddy always taught me to mark through that. So I marked through it right there. And then he also told me, PEMDAS, he said, rebuild that problem. Make sure you don't confuse yourself by going too fast. My daddy was a slow man. Long division Luke. After that, we go back up to our order of operations, and we say, we still got another set of parentheses over here, and we're gonna take care of that next. And so I've got 2 times 2, and that's gonna be a 4. And once again, my daddy said, when you're done with it, you mark it out and rebuild your problem, PEMDAS. I'm finished with all my parentheses, and I can't find any exponents to save my life. And came through here with this multiplication and division. I haven't identified any multiplication and division, so I'm down to add or subtract, and that's what I've got. I got a subtraction problem left, and that's 8, and I'm going to take 4 away from that 8, which I can do. And that's going to leave me with a 4. Mark through that like my daddy said, and I like to give it a little cone shape. Let's take another look at one of these problems. Now, before I leave y'all today, we're going to take a look at one more of these PEMDAS problems. I got it written up here on the old board, and we got 2. And we got a set of parentheses, and inside that set of parentheses, we got a 3 plus 5. And after that, we got a minus 5. And you might be saying, PEMDAS, What's going on with this 2 bumped up here to this parentheses? Well, I'm here to let you know that means we're going to be multiplying now. We don't have to have that sign there. If you bump something up next to them parentheses, you can be multiplying it. So let's get this problem solved. Start with my P. Look at for the parentheses here. We've got 3 and 5, and that's going to give us an 8. Like my daddy said, mark through when you're done, PEMDAS. Now we got this parentheses, but nothing left inside except for a single number, so let's bring it on down to the E, and this problem is void of any exponents, but we do have some multiplication and division, which we got this 2 bumped up to that 8, which 2 times 8 is 16. Once again, I hear my daddy saying, mark that out, PEMDAS. Rebuild your problem. No more parentheses. Can't find exponents to save my life. Multiplication, division, void of that, and now we're down to addition or subtraction. I got me a subtraction problem right here where I got 16 and I'm taking 5 away. And that's going to leave me with 11. Make my little cone problem. And that's your introduction to PEMDAS. See you later.